Okay, for demo, I will be using this author component. In this dialog, I will be having one multi-field and one text field. So let's start with multi-field. So what I'll do, uh, I will add a validator like you cannot add more than 4 items in a multi-field, right? If you add more than four, you will get a error message, or you cannot have less than two or three. Okay, for that, what I'll do, let's go to crxd, let's check the component first. So first of all, I will be writing a client library. In that client library, I will be creating a file. So let me, in that file, I will be writing the validator, what I explained you earlier. Okay, so let me add that. Okay, so I have added a client library, and inside that I have added a file, and I have added a simple code snippet what I gave you. So that means this validator is added, and this validator is added applied to multi-field. So I gave here, if you go and check multi-field, this is my multi-field. There is a property called validation, and the value you gave as a for this property you have to apply. Let me zoom it, this property. So this property value you will be using inside your validator. So now this validator know, okay, this validator will be applied to this multi-field. Okay, to add limit, what I'll do, I'll add or insert two data attribute, min item or max item. For that, how do we do that? So AEM provide a way to insert either class or some other attribute to DOM using a node called granite colon class or granite colon data. So let me add a node here, granite colon data, and let me add those, so you will understand that. So let me show you first. Okay, this is my multi-field here. If you see in dialog, this is my multi-field, right? This is the multi-field, and so I will be inserting. Now if you see, there is a attribute available, data hyphen foundation hyphen validation, whatever I gave you, and the data validation. So this property, let me zoom it. So this property is responsible for using this property. Now validator is available. Okay, I have to validate to this field. Same way I will insert two more data attribute, max item and min item here. So how I do that, rather than writing a jQuery or custom code, AEM provide a way to insert that using granite colon data. Or if you want to insert a class, you can use granite colon class. So let me add if I node here. Okay, so I have added a granite column data, and I have added two properties. Max item is 5 and min item is 3. So that means I will use these attributes in my validator code. So if you open and see the dialog, you will see two more attribute, data hyphen min hyphen items and data hyphen min max 5. So whatever I gave there, you can see here, right? These two fields. So you need to understand here the dialog structure. So field structure, multi-field. So this is the multi-field, and how many iteration I add, those will be added under this field. You're seeing here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 I have added here. Let me. So I have added 4. So there will be 4 items, coral multi-field item. There will be other buttons and all. So button is already there. So this button will also be there. But if you see the multi-field, coral hyphen multi-field would be 5. So how many add here? It will create a node under this multi-field nodes. So we'll use this property. Okay, means will manipulate this thing in our validator to check this. Okay, let me pull that code in IntelliJ. Get repo. Okay, so that code is pulled in IntelliJ. So I will be writing my own code. Now I will be writing in this validator, I will be writing my own logic to validate that. So I have edited code. So let's understand the code first. What this line is doing actually, this is getting my max item value. So I'm adding let is a way of defining variable in JavaScript or jQuery, latest version of jQuery. And then in min I'm getting this the attribute. Let me show you. Let me Okay, so what it is doing, this is max item. I'm getting that data max item. So whatever value is there max item, this I'm getting this value, and from this line I'm getting the minimum value. There should be minimum value, right? Now what I'm doing, items dot el means this is the object of this, means this is the highlighted. So in el I have this object, right, which is highlighted. I'm getting children, all the children's, right? I'm getting all the children's, but here it has buttons and templates and input as well as a children. So I need to get only the children which are type of Coral hyphen multifield hyphen item. So by this code I got only this multi-field values 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. So I got 4 and I'm doing the length. So that means let in this items variable the value will be 5, right? So I'm getting 5 items, right? Then what I'm doing, let me zoom it. I'm checking, okay, if item is more than max means whatever we define maximum value, then return a error message, and if it is less than that then return a message. Okay, so let's deploy this and let's check how it work. Let me deploy this code to AEM. If you are not aware how I'm doing that, so there is a video available, tutorial number 3. You can go and check how to set up a local development environment. Okay, so now code is available in AEM. Let's check, let's verify. uh, One more thing you need to understand here, this client lib, I want this client lib to be load only for the dialog rather than on page load or in publish environment. I don't need this because this code will only be used for the dialog validation. So for that purpose we have a additional property called extra client libs. So using that property you will load that this client libs only when the dialog will be open in author mode. So how do we do that? On dialog node, simply on the root dialog node, add a property. Let me zoom it. Extra client libs. In extra client lib you give the name of your, means the category of your client lib. So in that way this client library will only load once you open the dialog in edit mode, right? So let's verify. Let's open dialog and try to add more items, more than 5, right? Till 5 I gave max value 5. Okay, as soon as you add more than 5 you got a error message here. And what error message we send, we return from that validate method, right? But if you see here I only see a tiny error triangle, right? So it's if you need some more focus on that, so what you can do, you can add a border color or border or something. You see there is a border color using some client CSS. So for that you can add a bit of piece of CSS code, and you can make that border with a different color using that CSS code. So let me show you how to do that. We already have a client lib. Inside that client lib we can add a additional CSS file. Okay, so what I did, I added a CSS file. In that CSS file what I did, I found this Coral item, means Coral multi-field, means the item multi-field item, and where the class is geek multi-field. So this is the custom class I added to that field, this dom field, dom multi field. So how I did that, as I told you earlier, you can insert either class or data using this node, granite colon node. So rather than because I wanted to add only single class, I added a property. Let me show you, granite colon class, and I added this multi field, right, this class. So now this class will be available inside the dom. Let me show you. So if you see, this class is available. So this is my custom class I inserted in this DOM. So what I'm doing in this JavaScript, I'm getting, okay, get me this field if class is this, and if area hyphen invalid is true, means this area, this there should be. Uh, so what I'm saying, if this area hyphen invalid is true, then change this field. Then apply this, then apply this css border, and the width is this, color is this. Okay, so let's save it and let's run it one time. Okay, so let's add this. Now you see this has a more visibility. Now you know, you will notice one point here, it will allowing you to add, it's giving error, but it is allowing you to add to more fields. So that's the way how it multi-field work, right? If you have more than 5, you won't be able to submit this field, right? We can remove this by writing some JavaScript. If you are interested, I can give that piece of code. Okay, let me see that as well. So first check, so the first check the minimum value as well. So it is not allowing more than 5. So let's see whether it's allowing to add less than 3. Oh, it's not allowing less than 3, and the message is what the message we gave. Okay, so our validation is working fine. Okay, let me give you a one line of piece of code where it restrict to add more than 5, but that is not actually what you are doing. In by that piece of code you are adding some custom things, right? To do that, I have added a code. Let me zoom it, show you what I'm doing here. I'm getting all the multi-field items, right? If it is more than 5, so what I'm doing, remove the last item. So this is not preferable, but this is just a plain jQuery thing. So that means as you add more than 5 or more than the max limit, that as soon as you add that, this line code remove that item, right? So let's check that. Let's refresh. So I have 4, let me add 5. 5 is my max limit. So as I tried, okay, so it did not add. Actually at back end it added this, but due to that line it removed that and it give a error message. Ideally you should not add this, but just for your information I have added that. So this is the way how you can write a validator for multi-field max and minimum item. Video is pretty long, so for the text field validation I'll cover in the next video. So I hope you understand the validator. If you have any question, please do comment. Thank you very much.